So I am here with our amazing clinician, Kristen, and Kristen is an LMFT in Wisconsin and Virginia and LMFTA in North Carolina, and she is our clinician who sees kids. So today we're going to talk about you seeing kids.
Yeah, right.
What some ways that parents can help their kids, what they need to look for in a counselor, and that sort of thing.
Okay, awesome.
So what are some things that make parents get counseling for their kids in the first place? Why do people come in?
Oh, wow. It can really run the gamut. It can be problems in school, problems at home, sibling rivalry. It can be grief, family dynamic, parents' divorce, separations, conflict, difficulty making friends, social skills, managing and regulating emotion. So it can really be all over the place. Yeah.
Right. So any number of things can make a parent go, man, maybe we want to get some counseling here.
Absolutely.
How does counseling help kiddos get past all those issues?
I think just allowing play, especially for much younger children, play therapy is kids learn through play, they process through play. So the interacting with the therapist, I've been trained in play therapy. I can just monitor and assess and make some good suggestions, and really about trying to process at a kid's level what they're feeling and what they're thinking. A lot of time I've been called a feeling teacher many times. So a lot of it is just trying to label feelings. What are possible triggers? What are some really good coping skills? So really it's about talking through, playing through traumas, difficult times, social skills, releasing energy. Sometimes it's just about simply being able to release that energy that's been built up. And a lot of times more knowledge is power. So the more a kiddo can understand what he's feeling, why he's feeling it, and then how to manage it, can benefit a kiddo and the family significantly.
Absolutely. And you're also trained in Brainspotting, which can be used with kiddos as well, which is kind of both it's a trauma therapy that is a brain-based trauma therapy. And it's also got a lot of elements of play that come into it, right?
Yes, definitely. And it's really works well. I mean, it's adults and children, and it's really meeting kiddos where they're at and the ability to move about. Because we know kiddos don't usually sit still. So it's the ability to move about and to still be able to process in the present what's perhaps traumatized in the past. Yes.
Right. And 2020 was a whole big trauma for literally all of Earth, right? And 2021 is looking a little bit dicey sometimes too. So I think that's another thing I know I've personally seen a lot in younger people and the teenagers that I see is just a lot of anxiety and fear and uncertainty of the unknown and all of that. And counseling can help with all of that, right?
Yes, for sure. And I think just allowing that safe, soft place that's separate from maybe mom or dad, that's separate even from a school counselor, right? That you're able to come and be able to be real and share your thoughts, feelings without judgment, without a whole lot of consequences. There's no consequences when you come in. There's no punishment. There's only acceptance, right? We're going to love you where you're at, and we're going to help you ride through whatever it is. And being able to talk and play it out can really help.
Right. I always tell my clients, like, you might be in the ditch and I'll get in there with you, but that's not where we're staying. We're getting out and, help you get where you want to go.
Yeah, for sure.
So if a parent out there wants to find a counselor for their kiddo, what are some of the things that they need to look for in a counselor? Like, what would you tell them?
So I believe a lot, of course, in the therapeutic relationship and rapport. So, I mean, I think it's really important for a therapist to be able to meet you where you're at as a parent and the child. So a lot of play therapy is done in tandem with parent and child. Some, it can be separate too, but there's got to be some level of connection, some level of comfort in that relationship. So I would definitely recommend it's as important, well, it's more important than a doctor, right? It's because you've got to see this person on a regular basis, and you're going to be sharing a lot of really hard things. Doctors are important too, but I think that too, making sure that the clinician is trained, right, and is well versed in what play looks like, and or just feels like an expert or a qualified person with teenagers, with whatever that age group is. You really want to find somebody that has a passion for that age group. So that's really about credentialing. You're looking for someone that's licensed, that's got some experience. I think life skills, also helps when you're picking a therapist, and not that you can always pick one that's older, but I mean, life experiences can help validate the therapeutic process too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know that this is a subject that you are very passionate about.
Yeah.
Can parents benefit from their own counseling and helping their kids?
So that's probably where I'm most passionate about as far as what I do. We know we can work with kiddos all day long and nothing, I mean, I can put Band-Aids on, we can do coping skills, things like that, but to really wrap around that kiddo and to really look and see change and processing and healing, we've got to involve at minimum the parents, possibly the entire family. So I'm a marriage and family therapist because I believe in that family unit. I think we were created to be in cohesiveness with others in relationship. And how do we make that as cohesive and comfortable as possible and healthy? So parenting is as important as the counseling for the kiddos. So lots of times I have kiddos come in with parents. Parents may stay, maybe they leave. I definitely do individual sessions with just parents separate from kiddos to try to process through some basic parenting styles, I've got tons of resources, great books, good, just psychoeducation almost for parents. Is developmentally, am I on board here? Is this all working? So yeah, that parenting piece, super important.
It is. And I think, I always like to remind parents, our kids don't come out with a user's manual, right? And we only know what we know, and we can be phenomenal parents in a million different ways. And if our kid needs support that maybe we're not familiar with, or if there's something that we're doing as parents that we could do differently or better, we want to do that, right? We often get our kids the best of the best in certain things. Why not here too, right? Why not? And I think I have yet to meet a parent who's a diligent parent who really loves their children, who is like, yeah, no, I don't want a good relationship with my kid. Like, we want great relationships with our kids. And sometimes it really is helpful to have someone come alongside us as a family and say, we can help you. Yes. And our goal, obviously, is for people to come in to meet their goals and then to go on about their amazing lives with amazing relationships and, and have what they've always dreamed about as a family.
Yes. Well, and in the past, I've worked with kiddos and then parents, and then they've done really well. They've graduated, they've moved on, they're doing well, healing. And then maybe in a year or two, they come back again for a checkup, check-in, just to kind of say, okay, wait, we hit a bump again. Help us walk through this. Okay. Yeah. And we work through it, and then you're on your way again. So it's it's an ebb and flow kind of a process. And we've moved a lot. So I had a therapist tell me one time, you need a therapist just like you need a doctor or a dentist or what. I mean, you should always have one accessible and on hand. So that's what we can definitely provide. Yep. At Journey in the process. Yep.
Absolutely. So if someone is watching this and they're like, my goodness, Kristen, she's amazing. She's the perfect therapist for our family. How do they get in touch with you?
Well, so we've got the website.
And we'll put all that in the comments as well.
All that's going to be in there. There's a phone number. email, all of that's there provided for you. Just reach out, just make that first phone call, send that first email, and we'll get back to you. We get back within 24 hours, sometimes even faster. So that is definitely, you know, if you're reaching out, then you're wanting help, and we want to help, and we can be there. So just let us know what your needs are, and we'll get back to you. I'll get back to you, and I get back to you personally. It's not just a secretary or receptionist that calls and says what's your need. I do the intake. I meet with you, right? Each of our therapists on site reach out to potential clients. So we do a 15-minute free consultation on the phone, and we'll see if it's a good fit.
Yeah, absolutely. And if they do call our main number, they will get our amazing VA, but you are available to talk to everybody. We just can't answer every single phone call all the time, but our therapists do touch base with the families to make sure that they're a good fit. And we want to, and look, we don't have any ego about this. If we're not a good fit, we're going to try to help you find somebody who is. Yes. So we want people to be well and healthy, however they get there.
Absolutely. Yes, for sure. For sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. And again, we'll have all the contact information for Kristen in the first comment below or in the description of the video. And we look forward to helping whoever needs it get where they want to go and help them have amazing and incredible families. Awesome. Thank you again, Kristen.
Thank you, Tabitha.